Yo, welcome back to the Unfazed Podcast. I'm your host, Jaysanityy today. And today we got a very special guest. We got music artist, Jaysanityy. Welcome to the Unfazed Podcast, bro.
What's happening, bro? What it is, bro?
Chilling, bro.
Much
Appreciate you
love.
coming on the podcast, bro.
Yeah, I was just about to say much love for inviting me. You feel me?
For sure, bro. Appreciate you coming on, bro. For real.
Of course,
I
bro.
appreciate you
You
coming
know,
on and
this what
taking
we
time out.
do.
Always, for sure, bro. The first thing I want to talk about, bro, is like you've been going crazy with the releases this year. Like the collab EP for the Birds, Loose Ends, God Has Power. You were featured on the song Fight Back, and your latest EP Agape. Take us into like the process, like the creative process, and just everything behind your latest release, the EP Agape, bro. I was just listening to I listened to it like a couple times. That's maybe like the fourth time today, bro. Just take us in like the creative process of that, bro. Like, what was it like creating?
Um, well, first, I want to say appreciate you for putting time and listening to you for that. Um, Agape, that shit, those three songs were literally the last three songs I recorded. Like, literally, that's what it was. And I dropped that because my project, No More Flowers for Remedy, just hit 10K. So I was like, I gotta drop some shit because of that. In
Yeah, congrats
celebration.
on that, bro.
Yeah,
That stuff was fire, bro. That stuff was fire.
yeah. Yeah, that's just how that EP came together. It was just
Mm-hmm.
songs that I've been recording.
I feel you. So, do you have like how many songs do you have in a vault right now? Do you have anything in a vault?
I have a whole lot. I'm sitting on the most music I've ever made in my life right now.
Yeah. Is it something you could speak on right now, or is that like confidential with just you?
I mean, I'm working on a project. I can know that I've been working on a project. So I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
actually have a whole other project that's unreleased. That's probably not going to release anytime soon. It's not anything confidential. It's just not the right timing.
Yeah. That's good. How like you just I like that. Like how as an artist, because some artists like they just be like. I feel like sometimes like I'm not even an artist, but I feel like you can kind of tell when like they're like rushing the process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can tell when they're just rushing the process, just trying to just throw music out there and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I'm more of like a quality over quantity type of dude. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like I rather prefer like a well put together project or something that like the artist put their time and effort into, rather than like, all right, let me just record this in a day. I'm gonna produce it all in a day. I mean, like if that's the process of it all and it's a banger, go ahead, bro.
And you
Do your
know,
thing. Because I know it's a different timing, different process for everybody, but
yeah.
it's like the like rushing it is. You feel me? I don't know.
hmm When it,
What's your thoughts on that?
yeah. Honestly, you would be surprised, but I actually do record majority of my shit like really fast, like because that's just how I am. You feel me? So, and there'll
Hmm.
be days I record like multiple songs in one day, and then some days I just don't even feel
Hmm.
like doing that much. But when it comes to the quality over quantity thing, I definitely agree with that. That's why I choose not to. I'm very picky. It's like I'm very picky about certain things and what I release and all that. Because I feel
Hmm.
like sometimes I work so fast. I'm always changing stuff. I'm always going back tweaking things. You feel me? It's just like a little game that I play with it.
Yeah, that's good. Like I just said, the process is different for everybody, bro.
Mm-hmm.
For real, the process is different for everybody. As long as you continue putting your work into it, bro. That's what I know. That's what you as an artist want, and I know that's what your listeners want as well. You feel me?
Of course.
Always. Another thing, bro. What is it like being like an artist from Maryland? Because I know like there's a lot of artists from this area, like DMV area, that are on a come up and are just even already up there, like Brent Fayez, Logic, Young Manny, you, and so many more too. Um, what is like what does that mean to like coming up as like an artist from like the DMV? Like what is that like? What is your outlook on that type stuff?
First of all, Maryland has so much talent, so much unknown talent, and it's just
Exactly.
crazy. It's just so crazy how much talent is out here. Not even just with the music. You feel me?
Right.
So the only thing, you know how Maryland is, but everybody has that. Everybody has that mentality. It's like hard to break out of. So me coming from
Hmm.
Maryland, I feel like it's definitely a struggle because it's hard to get to where you want to be. There's not that many opportunities out here. But once you
Yeah.
finally get to where you want to be, it's gonna be like, damn, I really got out this impossible ass place, which makes it possible for
Exactly.
anybody. You done seen, like you said, Brent Fires do it. Manny and AJ
Mm-hmm.
already been doing that. You feel me? That's
Right.
what me and my team trying to do next.
For real, like just put it on for the area, but put it on for the city, bro,
Exactly.
and just the state. 'Cause like you said, there's a like I agree with everything you said, but like just a lot of unknown. Like there's so much talent in this area, but just the opportunities. I hate to say it, but it's like the opportunities feel like limited in like a way.
Very limited. Yeah.
Um, but when you find the right connections and find the right people, you going up.
Exactly.
But it's just not as easy. Like I don't know, nothing's going to be easy, but it's not as like open or simple as seeing opportunities or getting opportunities than it is maybe in like New York or like California or like like LA, New York City, Atlanta, Miami, it's places like that. You know what I'm
And
saying? Rather than like the
the
DMV area.
the main reason I feel like that is it's just because of like the people that's here, bro. Like the people
Right.
here. I'm not even trying. I'm not even trying to shit on where I'm from, bro. They just so selfish down here, bro. They're just so
Mm-hmm.
selfish. I'm a believer in like supporting people who you feel me who are actually really about their shit. You feel me?
Right.
Support comes a long way, and sometimes you don't really get that
It
much. You
does.
don't get that much down here. That's all. But you just gotta
Exactly.
keep going though.
You're right. Just keep doing your thing, bro. Eventually, like gonna shine, bro.
Fact.
Eventually, it already is now. Just keep working, bro. You're already there. You get in there. If you're not already there, you get in there, bro.
100% facts.
Of course. Your versatility, bro. Your versatility is something I just needed to like when you said you want to hop on a podcast, bro. I was like, I got it. Like when he's on here, I gotta talk about his versatility. Um, the moment you agreed to hop on a podcast, bro, I was like, yeah, we gotta talk. Something we gotta talk about. Just you as like a young artist, bro. Like, um, it's something different, bro. Like even earlier today, when you put on your Instagram story, like, what's your favorite like Sanity lyric, bro? Um, and it was just like I was just looking through that, bro, and it was like so many things where it was just like, yo, how does he like go through this? Because I know like some rappers like they just be hopping in the studio and they just be like talking, but like you and your music, like you actually like you be speaking, bro. Like is that like just like a talent that you were just born with, or is that something like developed along the way?
I mean, um, you kind of said hold on. You said a lot, bro. I'm gonna start with the versatility part, right? Real quick. So
Mm-hmm.
for real, that just comes from me, like, and I appreciate you for noticing that. That shit just comes from me listening to a whole bunch of different type of music. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Music in general is just a beautiful thing to me. I always enjoy
Right.
being put on shit and finding new artists, new genres, and I get inspired really easily music wise. So that just makes me want to. I hear an artist or I hear a sound, somebody doing something, and I try to add my own twist to it and see what I can do with it. That's where the versatility comes from, I guess. And
Mm-hmm.
I've been writing music for a minute since I was in elementary. And it
Yeah.
definitely did take like a lot of like I had to work on. It took a lot of perfecting my craft to get where I'm at now. I mean, and that's
Mm-hmm.
where the talent aspect comes into, I guess.
Right. Like you can like I was like I could just tell like just like how versatile you are, like how you can hop on like any like okay, I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite songs by you is the song called Winter, bro. Like that's one of like my favorite songs
Yeah, so
by you, bro. I know it's like yeah, I know that's old, but it's still one of my favorites, bro. Like just the way you can like hop on something like that and just go like let's be like every the flow on that, in my opinion, everything was just perfect, bro. Like just the flow, just everything had just how it just went through that, but everything was just perfect about that, bro. But then you can hop on something like a more like a I don't even know how to explain it, bro. But just something like that was more like a slow type of thing, where type stuff. But you come up on something quick and just start spazzing out, just like God has power and like the Agape. Like I feel like the first track, it was kind of like a little not like slow, but it wasn't like fast like upbeat type stuff. But the other two tracks, you was just going crazy. It was just like yo, like how versatile you are, how you can just switch from like certain like beats to just a whole nother beat, and it's just like your versatility just goes crazy, bro. So something that is not found in a lot of artists.
Yeah, I try to be as versatile as I can when it comes to this. Because that's another thing, bro. I just don't like doing the same thing over. I don't like being labeled in
Yeah,
one box. That's
yeah,
just all it is.
I feel you. That's why like something crazy like when you came on the show when I was introducing you, I said like because even I did this with this other guy who I was on the last episode. This guy named Justice Xavier. He's another music artist. And even same with you, bro. Like I didn't when I introduced both of y'all, I said like music artists. You know, it's like I never wanted to say like he, welcome to the Unfazed Podcast, Jaysanityy, rapper. You know what I'm saying? Or welcome to the, like I just didn't want to push you in a specific box. Like okay, he's rapping is what he does. That's his only thing. I'm gonna make him only subjective to that. That's all he does. You know, like because when you're an artist, bro, no matter what you do, just like especially in music, bro, you're open to just so many things, bro. Like I just never want to put somebody in like a certain box to just specifically one
Mm-hmm.
thing when you can just do so
Yeah,
much.
for sure, for sure.
You can just do so much with that and just so much with your time, bro. You can just expand on it so much. One thing I want to talk about is a while ago, somebody asked you, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers or Donda, and you responded with like a screenshot of a tweet you had, and it said, "Stop comparing music. Music is art, and art is subjective." So, like, what does it seem like to you when people compare music, and why don't you like it being compared?
Well, I mean, like it's sometimes like you can compare music just for fun. I get that, you feel me? Especially
Mm-hmm.
like the
Yeah.
generation we live in now with social media and like music,
Mm-hmm.
like it's all fun. But at the end of the day, people, I just feel like people got to realize that like exactly what I said, like art is subjective. If somebody don't like something,
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? That's just how it is for them. Like not everybody gonna like the same
Right.
thing, so there's no point in comparing. I just don't see the point in comparing stuff in a serious, you feel me? On a serious note, because
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to compare music all the time, and I had to come to this realization, bro. I had to come to this realization that like every like music is music. You feel me? And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
comparing it, it takes the fun out of it too, because it's just like if I really wanted to listen to a certain type of artist or like do something and they sounded similar, if somebody don't like them, or then just go to that artist or just find something else to listen to. You feel me?
Right.
But that's just how I see things.
All right. I feel you. Just comparing music, like, yeah, I feel like comparing music for fun. I'm just saying, like, I guess maybe like, oh, maybe I like this more. I feel like, but no, every single time something is compared, it's always an opinionated argument. Like, you can never find a fact within like Mr. Morale or Donda. Like me personally, I like Donda more. But maybe if you get like a group of five guys, five people, um, you're gonna like, nah, Mr. Morale was beautiful. Like that, I love that album. Donda also beautiful. They're both I love. Like I just loved both albums. So I'm not like trying to like seriously compare on like a serious
And
note
not to cut
or
you off,
like
but I
try to
just have this
prove.
thought when he asked
Now
that
you good.
question, I was thinking, how
Mm-hmm.
can you even compare those two albums? Because in my
Right.
they sound like they're not even in the same lane to me. Just because of like how
Mm-hmm.
well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they both kind of personal. But I'm saying this because of the direction Kendrick took more. You feel me? They're not really in the same lane, so
Exactly.
you can't really compare those two albums. But I guess you can because they
Exactly.
kind of personal. But,
Hmm. Yeah, like they're both personal albums. Like Kanye, how that album was like
hmm
dedicated to his mom, stuff like that. And Kendrick, how that was just like his personal. I feel like that was just like an album kind of about like growth and kind of like his journey throughout like just his life and just music. I feel like that's kind of the outlook I
yeah,
have on it. Um, but yeah, they were just both like personal albums, and I really loved both of them. Um, but like if you ask me, of course I'm gonna say my
exactly.
opinion. But like I said, you get five other guys, they're gonna say something different. And I'm not here to be like, oh, this is why this is better. This is why Dondo is better. This is why Mr. Morale is better. That's just me and just the way I think and my experiences, you know what I'm saying? But the next guy gonna be like, oh, I think it's better because, it's just all opinionated. But you just gotta people really gotta learn how to just appreciate the artist and just
Appreciate the
appreciate the
art.
greatness.
That's what the tweet was. Just
Exactly.
listen to the music. If you don't like it, listen to something else. There's no point in
Exactly.
trying to. You feel me?
Exactly. Exactly. Just listen and appreciate. That's what it is for real. Um, and something you spoke on earlier was inspiration. How you find inspiration really easily. I love hearing where artists find inspiration from, or like their ideas, or just the creative process of just them making their art, making their music. Where does that come from you as a musician, or is like you said, it comes from like a lot of things, but like where does that come from with you, or like is there a moment where you'll just be doing something random and you'll just see something or watch something happen. And you'll just find inspiration and just start writing.
Um, it depends. It depends. It really depends. Cause a lot of
Mm-hmm.
like for my project music, a lot of that comes from like my writing. When I sit down and write, the inspiration really comes
Mm-hmm.
from like just my childhood and life in general. You feel me? That's where like that aspect. But usually, like especially lately, it's just been all freestyling lately. You feel me? I haven't been
Mm-hmm.
writing as much because my project is already being written. So I haven't really been writing that
Yeah.
much. But when it comes to me, like just listening
Mm-hmm.
to different music, that's in terms of the inspiration, it just makes me want to. You feel me? Put my own. I said this before. Just put my own
Mm-hmm.
twist on it because I always like to see how like I would sound on different things that other people have made.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Right.
So that's just what.
That's where you find your inspiration from. Just trying to just doing your thing and just twisting things for it's like how you do it and just seeing how you sound on other people's things that are already you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying
and
like I'm
I
trying
also
yeah.
majority of my inspiration comes from the people I make music with too. That's one thing I forgot to say.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that comes with like oh my bad
No, go ahead,
continue
go ahead.
talking. You think like another something else I want to talk about is your label Ascending Kings and Queens. So like that comes from you say like that comes from like people you make music with. Is that like mainly like your label or just like other artists as well that you just have collabed with or just made music with?
But when I said that, I was talking about the people on my label, bro, because we full of they the most talented people that I've met when it comes to this music shit. You feel me? They really do inspire me, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and I do the same to them. You feel
That's
me? It's
real.
like a team effort type shit. That's what it is.
Right. So like that label has grown so much, bro.
So
Like I've
much.
seen like I just that label has grown so much with just the people on it, just everything, bro. Like I still when y'all drop that merch, bro, I still have that Ascending Kings
Oh, you
t-shirt
caught
in
that
my
shit?
closet to this day. Bro. Yeah, I
Damn,
still
that's
got
love,
it.
bro.
Still got it.
I don't even got that shit
Um,
no more myself.
so you said like,
Yeah.
you don't got it, bro. I, I remember the crap, bro. The Ain't Nobody Better hoodie.
Yeah.
Um, the logo with the Ascending Kings logo on like the shirts, hoodies, socks, all that, bro. I remember caught me a t-shirt like that was that
Yeah,
like
I didn't even know you
2019, I
caught
think.
from those, bro.
Yeah, I still got it in my closet, bro. I remember that, bro. But just the label you said so just how talented it is and just how many people. So I know it consists of artists and producers as well. So do you guys like have like a thing where it's like you guys mainly work with each other only, or it's like you guys are just open to like other things as well?
You mean like with artists? Like working with artists? Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we always working with
yeah, like
people.
working with
We
artists.
always working with different people that's not in the
Mm-hmm.
label. Because that's another thing about
Mm-hmm.
like being in the box that me personally I don't like. I also like to
Right.
try to see who I could work with and who sounds good on this and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's good. That's real. Cause just
hmm
staying open to opportunities and just
exactly.
all that, bro. Um, another question I have for you, bro, is what's your favorite song that you personally like as an individual that you have dropped?
Okay.
Do you have any favorites when it comes to your own music?
Okay. Honestly, bro, when it comes to my music, I used to hate. I honestly used to hate listening to my music, bro. But lately,
Mm-hmm.
I've been like getting into it more. So when it comes to my favorites, I really got to sit down and think about it because I know for myself that I've made a lot of music that like if I didn't make, I would listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? That I like. But I have to say, probably honestly, recently on the move from Agape and like in general,
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite songs I've made
Mm-hmm.
is No More Flowers. This is the outro to the No More Flowers for Remedy. Just because that's like that's like
Yeah.
a lot of personal writing went into that.
Yeah. I like that, bro. For real. Another question I have for you, well, is what is your least favorite? song that you dropped? Do you have like at least like something? How you say you like used to hate listening to your music? What's something else that you really like? Just like do you have anything or any songs where it's like I don't like this at all?
Bro, the songs are way too many songs, bro.
A lot of them, bro. You don't like a lot of them. Was it like you look at you look at that back? Was it like in the moment where you were thinking you were like this is bad, but I'm still gonna drop it, or was like you're looking back on it now and it's like this
Oh
is
man, that
bad?
shit is just so bad. Oh, it's making me cringe right now. But
Mhm.
there's a lot of songs that not anything recently though, because now I know. I feel like I know now what sounds good and what I'm not gonna like in the future. But when I was
Mhm.
in middle school, when I was still trying to like put out music and just experiment, but like ain't nobody better.
Mhm.
Like honestly, it's not that it's a bad project, but I just feel like I could do it much better now. I could do it like the mixing, everything
Mhm.
I did all that back then. I could do it much better now. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't really like it. I don't like.
Yeah, I feel you. So it's just, yeah, it just, so that's not like a bad thing, bro. It's just like you feel like you can just like do better than that, and that's a good thing because I feel like you've grown, and you've learned, and you've like been like put on, or just like you just learned and just grown from that, and you just know that you could do better now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I mean, I feel like in that outlook, that's a like a positive thing where it's like, oh, I don't like this because I feel like I can do better than that, or like the mixing, the recording, all that.
exactly.
Do you have any? What you say? You talking about earlier? You got new projects. Is that anything you can speak about, or is that like confidential between you and your label, or like what are
That's
the
all I
new?
can say. Bro.
That's all you can. That's all you can
That's
say.
what I say soon.
New project coming soon.
Yeah.
Any like any expected release dates, or is just like a new project coming out soon?
I will say I want to release. I'm trying to. I wanted to release around my birthday when I turn 18 next month. So that's coming
Mm-hmm.
soon. Just stay tuned.
All right, but for sure, bro. We will on me.
Yes.
That'll be dope. Bro. I'm looking forward to it.
Appreciate it.
Another question I have, bro. I'm just thinking about it, bro. I literally just like, I feel like, oh, I thought I almost lost it, bro. But if you could have anybody on like a feature, anybody on your song, like any artist, alive or dead, anybody, bro, who would you want to have on a feature?
The list never ends, bro. I'll only choose one person.
Shit, I'll give you three people.
Alright. I'm a damn. Like I said, the list never ends, but all time.
Mm-hmm. All time.
Um, Joey Badass. I don't want to say Kendrick. I don't want to say Colin, but
Mm-hmm.
Joey Badass. Mavi, underground artist, and probably I'd say probably I would love to work with Erica Badu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all talented, bro. I personally like. I haven't heard of the underground artists. I gotta see their work. I gotta see, but Joey and Erica Badu, bro, they're really talented. What are your thoughts on something I want to speak on, bro? Matter of fact, before I even speak on that, bro, I just want to those three choices, bro. I really like those
Mm,
choices, bro. Um, Joey and Erica Badu, and I gotta check out the other person's work for sure.
yeah,
Um,
Mavi go crazy.
but yeah, for sure, I'll check them out, bro, for real. I got put me on when I like the music. If I like the music, I'm gonna remember you put me on. But Erica Badu, bro, one of my favorite songs by her is Didn't You Know? Um, I really love her music. I really love her music and just like how just her music. Just I don't even know, like just her arts. I'm not even gonna just her art.
So
It's just
scary,
art.
bro. Legend.
Real for real. She just like puts like everything into it, bro. Like it's not. I just really just you can just like feel the like the energy, it's like the work put into that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just like when you just listening to it, bro, like you can feel that she just put like her like soul into that, and she just puts her work out to like the best
Of
of her
course.
ability. And Joey, bro, Joey is another talented artist, bro. I love listening to Joey. I love listening to Joey. What's your thought? Like, what's your thoughts on the new album, 2000?
Yeah, I was really a fan.
You wasn't a
Yeah,
fan of it? What's your thoughts on it? Why wasn't you? Is it because like, say you probably like 1999 more, right?
yeah, by a long shot.
Yeah, I did. I did too. I did too. I ain't gonna lie. I did too.
But I just feel like, I mean, now I kind of realize that it's really not. It's basically two different people. I mean, he made 1999, the same age I am right now. When he was 17, and bro, like what 27? It's
Mhm.
not. Of course, it's not gonna sound. I've accepted that. You feel me?
Mhm.
The thing that really threw me off about that project was literally the fact that it was called 2000 and it was a sequel. Because I just feel
Mhm.
like if you want to make a sequel to 1999, a mixtape that really like developed me as an artist and that really changed my life. I'm gonna
Mhm.
just say this: it changed my life. If you want to make a sequel to
Yeah.
that project, I just feel like you got to execute it properly, and I just don't think he did that with the song selections and
Mhm.
features. I just don't think it was executed properly to become a sequel to that project. Now, if he
Mhm.
had just like made a new project, then it would have been cool. The songs they weren't bad. They were
Yeah.
okay songs. They would have been okay, but that's how I feel about it. And that's coming.
Yeah. Did you go see it with? My
I
bad.
was
Keep
just gonna say
talking.
that's coming from like a big Joey Badass fan, and
Mhm.
I've seen a lot of people been saying the
I
same thing that I've been thinking. So it's like, yeah, we all in the same lane with that.
Mhm. Did you go see him when he was in Silver Spring?
I wanted to, but them tickets,
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
yeah, bro.
I was thinking about seeing him. I was like, yo, he was like, you gonna be in Silver Spring? Cause I've been seeing like a
I wanted
lot
to
of
go to the
artists.
Kendrick concert too, but them tickets were even more pricey.
Yeah, them Kendrick tickets. Yeah, them Kendrick tickets was wild. Um, I be seeing a lot of artists starting to come to like like more places. And like usually it's just like Baltimore, but I've been seeing them come to like more places like Columbia, Merriweather, um, Silver Spring now too. Seeing just like a lot of I'm rocking with like a lot of more like artists coming to Maryland for performances and stuff like that, giving us like the opportunity to like see
Yeah.
them and stuff like that. I wish I could have seen Joey, bro. Same with Kendrick, bro. I know he's still on
Yeah,
tour right now.
my cousin just went, bro. She been going crazy because she been trying to go to a
He
Kendrick
just
concert
went.
for a minute.
That's dope. Kendrick, I love Kendrick. It's just the consistency. But that's him. I feel like that's him. That's his art. That's what he does. He doesn't rush it. He just does his thing. But when it comes to consistency as an artist, what are your like thoughts on that? Like how like so of course everybody's different on the timetable where they drop and release music. But when it comes to like people like Kendrick, I feel like a lot of people have like strong opinions on that. Because like he hasn't dropped the album and like Mr. Morale, it was like 5 years since like the last album. So like, what's your take on that?
I mean, for somebody like Kendrick, they're able to do that because they have already proven themselves. They already, I mean, they're able to do stuff like that. Same with Joey, bro. Because
Mm-hmm.
it took Joey to drop 5 years after he dropped 2002. Because they both dropped in the
Mm-hmm.
same year when they last dropped. The artists like that, they're able to do that. You feel me? I feel like, but when it comes to me, obviously, I'm not able to do that. I try to make sure like that I'm working on something every year. Try to make
Mm-hmm.
sure I do that so I can get to the point where I don't. You feel me? I don't have to drop every year, so I can get to a Kendrick type level. You feel me?
All right.
I feel like every artist, regardless of that, should just work at their own pace. Like if it takes you a minute to come up with a couple of songs that you want to use for a project, then that's just what it
Mm-hmm.
is. But take your time with it. There's no need to rush. And if you work fast, then that's great, bro. That's perfect. You feel me? It is like you said. Every artist is different. So
All right.
that's all.
The last thing I want to speak on, bro, is something that was really big that you just said, bro. Like how you just said 1999 kind of just like changed life and just helped you grow as just an artist. I was gonna just touch on that, bro. Like, what's your like your the love for like your that album or just how it changed your life?
I don't know, bro. It's just I found when I first started listening to Joey, I was in like what third grade. Feel me? So I've always been hooked for
Mm-hmm.
a minute. It's just
Yeah.
when it comes to the lyrical factor of music, I just feel like that project specifically is what brings the lyrical. Well, not specifically, but it's one of the reasons that I'm so lyrical. I mean, or why people would consider me
Yeah.
lyrical, I should say, because
Mm-hmm.
it's just it's just the impact that it's brought, and the fact, especially now, the fact that he dropped that at the age 17, and the fact that I'm 17 now. You feel me? I always used to think that I would be blown up by the time I turned 17, which it didn't happen. But it's just the fact, you feel me, the time age. And now that we the same age, I could look back and be like, damn, I was really young listening to this, and it's helped me as an artist now, and now I've came so far type shit.
Mm-hmm. For real. So it's just like, yeah, it's just an album. How many times have you listened to
Yeah,
it?
I can't even tell you, bro.
You can't even tell you
Too
too
many
many times. A
times.
lot of times.
Way too many times.
Nah, that's good though. How it just help you grow,
Yeah.
bro. That's great. How you like since third grade, bro. You've been there since you was young, bro.
Yeah.
For real, for real. Like when people, some people like when I talk about my like artists or favorite artists, mine have been the same top three for a while.
That's valid.
It's been like in no order. Mine has been like Drake, J. Cole, and Kanye.
That's valid.
Um,
That's valid. It's like the
I appreciate it. Some people be on my ass being like, "You listen to straight radio, you listen to straight." It's just like that's just
that's
me.
just
Like that's just
exactly,
who I
bro. There's
like.
nothing you can do about that.
Exactly, that's just who I like. And I've been listening to Drake since I was in fourth grade, around like fourth or fifth
See,
grade.
when it comes to Drake,
Um,
Drake is one of those artists that like I don't even remember the first Drake song I've heard. Same with like Kanye. Like I
mhm,
don't. It's just an artist that you just always know.
exactly, exactly. Like the first, I don't even. Yeah, Drake. Maybe Drake song. It was like I don't even know, bro. Maybe it was, bro. I couldn't even tell you, bro. Same with Kanye.
Yeah,
And cool. I just cannot tell you. Maybe like the first song I like listened to a bunch of times when it first dropped. Of course, when like 2018, 2017, when God's Plan was going crazy. And then it was like before that. No, it was the Views album. That album called Views. That's when I like started really listening to Drake. I think that was like 2016, 2017. That's when I really started listening to Drake. Around that time. And it just kind of just built on that. Then like after that, like a year later, God's Plan dropped. Everybody was going crazy. Then In My Feelings dropped. I'm speaking on some old Drake right now. That's not even old. I wouldn't even say old Drake. That's not even old Drake. But just like songs that were like a couple years ago that like when somebody when you were asked maybe ask somebody name a Drake song who doesn't really maybe know Drake or like his discography or just anything like that, they usually maybe say those songs. So another thing I want to speak on, bro, is when somebody brings up your name, what is something that you want them to like know you by, or is there like a certain song or like a certain thing where when somebody brings up your name, what's like something that you want them to think of or know?
that's a good question. Um, I guess I want people to. So you mean like you mean like a specific song that I want people to know me by?
Yeah, or just like yeah, just anything. Maybe like a song or just like something about you, just anything.
I just want people to know that I got hella love for this, bro. And the song, if I
Mhm.
had to choose a song, bro, I'd probably say one of the songs from my upcoming project is unreleased because
Mhm.
I'm saying like this is the best music I've made in my life. I feel like personally, and in general, I'm just ready for the world to hear it. It's just going to take some time to get to that point. You feel me? It's coming soon.
I feel you. We're staying tuned, bro. We're staying tuned. We
Of
ready.
course, of course.
We ready for the jobs, bro. Of course, bro. Hey man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, bro. For real.
Appreciate you
I
having me,
appreciate you
bro.
coming on the podcast. Of course, bro. Always, bro. We gotta get you on again soon, bro. After some new
For
drops, bro.
sure.
For
Great
real.
questions, bro. Great interviewing
We
skills.
want- I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you coming on the show and answering them, bro. For real.
Of course, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you guys for listening to the Unfazed Podcast. Thank you, Jaysanityy, for coming on. Make sure you guys stay tuned for his project. Stay tuned. Stay up to date with what he's doing, his music, his projects, all of what he does. Same with his label. Make sure you stay tuned for some new episodes of the Unfazed Podcast. We just getting started, but it's just the beginning. Y'all not ready, but it's just the beginning. We just getting started. Make sure y'all stay tuned. That's all I can say, bro. Just stay tuned, stay ready for my not just my stuff, but also Jaysanityy stuff, bro. For real, his music, his projects, anything he has going on, bro. Um, Appreciate y'all listening. Matter of fact, one thing I want to speak on, bro. Do you have any performances coming up? Like any performances, anything coming up that you want to speak on, or just like anything like that?
I'll get that show. It's coming soon. I don't have anything right now, but it's coming soon.
For sure. I love to see it, bro. For real.
Of course, bro.
I gotta pop out. Most definitely. When you have a show, I'm gonna pop out for real. Hey man, thank you for coming on the show again. Thank you guys for listening to the Unfazed Podcast. I appreciate you for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next episode coming soon. And I'll see y'all out.